Chances are you've never heard of Jim Frazier, but in the world of motion pictures, this shy Australian is a star, and he's now got an Emmy to prove it. He's a cameraman and director of films that have astounded filmgoers with their casts of angry, spitting and biting characters. Jim makes wildlife pictures, and his specialty is filming these creepy crawlies that the rest of us run from. He's so expert in the field that he's made his own lenses so revolutionary that Hollywood wants to buy them. Jim Frazier's latest feature, Webs of Intrigue, is a thriller filled with sex, violence and death. It's also full of the most startling spider pictures ever filmed. It took 3 years to make, and spending all that time with spiders almost sent Jim Frazier batty.
It's almost piecing a story together. You get a snippet of behaviour here, another snippet here, and it may not work till you get the other more essential shot in the middle. So that's the way a lot of wildlife is done.
So in some respects, I guess it's the animal or the insects that are the directors of your films.
Utterly, yes. Yeah, you're totally at the whim of an animal.
When this film was shown all over the world, the critics raved. And in America, the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences gave Jim an Emmy Award for the year's Most Outstanding Documentary.
This one's going down under.
That spider film certainly looked different, but then Jim Frazier seems to look at everything from a different angle. Creatures you and I might think ugly, he thinks beautiful.
So if she is a female and this is a male, well, he won't have very far to fly, will he? Because he'll come.
Denzi Klein is writer and narrator for Jim's pictures, but she's also the very reason Jim stumbled into the picture business 18 years ago when they first met.
He knew nothing. He knew nothing even about still photography. And I showed him how you take a close-up of a beetle or a butterfly or an insect or whatever. And his first shots came out fabulously. They were wonderful. I was quite envious, really.
So he was a natural.
So he was a natural. And then
the natural, who knew nothing, then tried moving pictures. But the early efforts brought mixed results.
For the first year, all we produced was either black film or white film or striped film, anything but beautifully exposed, good natural history. And I thought, this isn't so easy.
But practice makes perfect, and Jim was nothing if not persistent. As his skill grew, so did his drive to make the stars of his films stand out.
What I wanted to do was to look at the world from their point of view, from the animals' point of view. And so if they were on the ground, you really wanted to look up into our world rather than the other way around. And so I, over the years, looked at various lens systems, and none of them seemed to do what I wanted. And I guess I just started playing with optics.
Jim knew nothing about optics or physics, but years playing around in the workshop produced a lens one expert had told him just wasn't possible.
Why it does it, I don't know. Everything I've put together is pure trial and error.
And what you've done, you tell me if I'm right or wrong, is in here there are 6 or 8 pieces of glass and you've spaced them at different distances and in different orders.
By trial and error.
Right. And now it's magic.
Yeah. And what we're going to do is put a funnel web up on here. I know you like funnel webs.
To demonstrate the magic, Jim needs help from his friend, the funnel web, and me, the guinea pig.
What I want to see it do is to stand up in front of the lens.
Okay. And the idea behind this very special lens is for Jim to be able to film the spider in extreme close-up and me in the background, all in sharp focus and without any distortion. To date, this has just not been possible.
Come on, Richard, it won't hurt you. Quick, in, closer, come on. Touch your front legs and she should stand up.
I can come from this side, all right?
Yeah, come on, quick, no. Dilly-dally about, quick, touch your front legs. Quick.
Ah! What can you see there, Jim, through the camera?
Well, what I'm seeing is You looking right between the legs of the spider itself.
Right.
Just a little bit closer. Come on, I want your face about 6 inches out.
Oh, come
she
on,
won't
come
jump.
on.
No, she won't jump. Come on.
Well, trust me, I'm a cameraman.
Come on, she won't jump.
Jim, this takes a lot of courage.
Come on. It won't hurt you. It won't jump. That's it. Now, brush.
No!
In the Webs of Intrigue movie, the funnel web scene there was enough to make your hair stand on end. But this pussycat had a lot less to worry about than me.
This may look like a dangerous game, but the cat's not actually at risk. Among backboned animals, the funnel web's venom is lethal only to the primate group, which is bad luck for people.
How come you know so much about these things when you have no degree, no formal training?
I guess I was brought up in exactly the right environment. My father was an entomologist, and we just loved creatures great and small, simple as that. And not having that ignorance and not having parents who were frightened of these sort of things made a big difference.
Ever been bitten by any of your subjects?
Oh, quite a few times.
No, I don't mean the producers, eh?
I've certainly been in intensive care 2 or 3 times with snake bite. Many years ago I was bitten by a koala, and that really is painful. It's excruciating, actually, because they tend to want to hang on and don't let go.
With all your gentleness, did you give that koala a good clip over the ear?
No, I didn't. They don't know that you're not going to do them any harm, so for them it's purely a defence.
Now, you might dismiss Jim and Denzi as a pair of insect eccentrics. But Hollywood has recently heard of Jim Frazier, and the movie camera manufacturer Panavision wants those lenses.
Panavision are extremely interested in the optics. In fact, I've talked to their chief optical engineer, and he's never seen anything like it. I must say myself that I think it's probably the only new optical look to come along since the zoom lens. That is so obviously different from anything else.
But are you sort of sitting hard and fast on this secret?
Absolutely, yes. And in fact, until all the right papers are signed and sealed and my attorney is happy with it, nobody sees a thing.
He mightn't be willing to tell just what the secret to these lenses is, but Jim is more than happy to show off the results. Everywhere is a potential studio for Jim, an average backyard, or the great Australian outback. As word of Jim Frazier's invention spreads, more and more unbelieving clients have become believers. When the CSIRO asked for the seemingly impossible picture of a caterpillar and a crop duster, this is what Jim's technology gave them. From another camera, you get some idea of the lengths he goes to make the shot look effortless.
Jim, if it's so simple and so easy, why haven't the rest of them done what you've done here in this little garage in Dural?
I don't know, Richard. I think I've probably stumbled on something that people have overlooked for years.
The low cholesterol char-grilled octopus, please.
Certainly, sir.
Jim's mastered the challenge of filming wildlife, and now he's seeking to expand the scope of the work that the lenses can be adapted to. Take my char-grilled octopus, for example.
Your office, sir.
Ma'am, thank you very much indeed.
It might look like trick photography, but in reality, it's quite simple. And that's precisely why Hollywood is so interested in using Jim's lenses in feature films and commercials.
Is it worth a lot of money?
I would hope it might be a retirement for me, in years to come maybe. I think it's got good possibilities. All these trees around here, you'll find termites in every one of them.
Hollywood might be calling, but for Jim Frazier, the real stars will always be out here.
All the birds that nest in hollow trees and all the animals. I think our real role is to show people that, wow, these are fascinating. And I think we achieve more that way than ever mentioning a lot of the bandied words like conservation.
Hello, I'm Tom Steinfort. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our Extra Minutes segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au, as well as the 9Now app.